Hi, welcome back to our Girls Chat. This is episode 5 of season 4. I'm Ashley.
I'm Esther.
And this week on Girls, we saw more great speeches and more inappropriate peeing.
Yeah, lots of weird peeing this season. Adam and Hannah are most definitively seem to be, though we never know with this couple.
You never know.
You never know.
They seem to be.
They seem to be no more. In the month that Hannah was at school, Adam has a new girlfriend.
Mimi Rose Howard.
Mimi Rose Howard, whose name is...
a woman's name and a man's name with a flower in between.
Yeah. But so they are together. Mimi Rose Howard has moved in. Mm-hmm. So it is serious quickly. But regardless of the timeline, I mean, Hannah deals with this at first.
At first, yeah.
As last week I compared her to being a baby, and she is most certainly a baby. She goes into her room, she closes the door, she gets in bed.
And of course, throughout the day, we see Shoshana, we see most of the characters on the show stop by.
First comes Shoshana.
And she and Shoshana embark on a Google search of Mimi Rose Howard and find a really interesting TED Talk type of keynote address by Mimi Rose Howard in which she talks about sacrificing romance for her career.
Yeah.
And the great irony here, I think, is that Hannah seems to have semi-left Adam last season in pursuit of a career in the arts. And then, of course, Adam breaks up with her to get together with someone who has made a career out of ditching romance for a career in the arts. Mimi Rose Howard is a foil and a just little bit of tragic, sad, wonderful irony in the Adam-Hannah breakup.
But then, one of the other friends that stops by is Jessa. And we find out that Jessa set them up. Mm-hmm. And Jessa has just become, this completely insufferable, so not in touch with any sort of reality type of character that I don't even really know if she's believable anymore. This is where Hannah is justifiably mad, because this is a completely ridiculous move on Jessa's part. There is a cringeworthy moment in this episode, and it's not just Hannah peeing in a bucket because she didn't want to leave the room. Mm-hmm. The most cringeworthy moment is one of the couples that stops by is Caroline, Adam's sister, and Laird, lest we forget Laird, who is the father of Caroline's child. And God bless Gabby Hoffman, because she is just Gabby Hoffman is just great. Uh-huh. And, they're comforting Hannah in the least comforting way. Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about this at all, because I am about to become a father.
That's right. You're the best.
Baby, you're so sweet.
Oh, you're sweet.
That was totally, the most cringeworthy moment for me.
That was the cringe of the week for me, too. So Marnie stops by to pay a visit and delivers some real talk to Hannah.
Yeah, in a really great way.
Really great way.
I feel like the show this season is sort of coming back to the root that, Hannah and Marnie are really good friends. And I think that's something that the show lost a lot. It started out that way. They were roommates and stuff, but then through their fights and all that stuff, it's I sort of forgot why they were friends.
And Marnie's kind of coming into her own as the voice of reason of the show a little bit these last few episodes. She's the one that's calling out Hannah saying, hey, this is not one of your more convincing fake showers.
And one of the best lines of that episode.
Absolutely. She says to Hannah, maybe it's time you let Adam go.
Yeah.
And this is after she has this real talk moment with Shoshana in, last week's episode.
Yeah.
The week before, she had a real talk moment with Desi. So Marnie has really become real talk Marnie.
I feel on a whole, this episode made me emotional when Hannah and Adam finally sort of actually sit down and talk. This episode made me emotional in a way that I feel Girls really hasn't ever before.
No, this is the most earnest feelings I've ever had about a girls scene, I think. This scene that takes place between Adam and Hannah is one of the first moments I've ever seen on the show of Hannah truly accepting something that happens to her that's just life.
I really hope for that reason that this is the end of her and Adam's relationship. I know Adam Driver's star is getting really big, and he might be lost to the world of Star Wars. When it comes to Adam Sackler, I'd love to see him on the show still, but I also think that I don't want to see a will they, won't they. I don't want them to be the Ross and Rachel of this show. I want to see Hannah truly moving on from this. But tell us what you think.
Let us know in the comments what you'd like to hear from us next week as well.
And until next week, I'm Esther.
And I'm Ashley.